last day's visionaries, number 1 and number 2 of the 144,000, trillions for Christ, and 77,777 saved come the quickly approaching day of the rapture. Censored over 120 times, and now you know why. Click the link for last day's prophetic music. The greatest news since Jesus Christ. The 2 witnesses are here. Elijah is Prophet OWUOR, and Moses is TB Joshua. And most importantly, if you don't know Jesus, say, Jesus, I know you died for my sins. Give me your new heart and your new spirit. And from this day forward, I want more of you. Amen. All right, so here we go. Let's do our Sunday church session here to talk about so many things that have happened this previous week and that are going on right now. So I'm going to start with this happy birthday balloon. If you remember, I live in an area that is just pristinely manicured, okay? So there's not trash. I never see trash in the yard, okay? And so I saw this balloon not long ago. God got my attention. I wasn't wearing my contacts. But I sensed I didn't even know exactly what it was. It looked like a balloon. So I went up to it and he had me draw the attention of, look what it says as I got closer. Happy birthday. And so I thought, okay, maybe that's the change of the year, Nissan, right? The beginning of the year. Happy birthday. Well, no rapture on that time, and then no rapture on Passover, and so that came to my attention a day or two ago, and so I thought, happy birthday, as in the birth date of the church, Pentecost. Could that be what that sign was that you gave me? I surely hope so. So there's some encouragement for you. 2 weeks. Now, 2 weeks left, and why 2 weeks and not 1 week? We don't know the day. He could come early, okay? But what makes sense about 2 weeks being left now is that you will know, okay, the 18th, tomorrow, May 18th, is God's opening time for the United States. Do you know why? For the entire United States. Do you know why? Because that is exactly 7 weeks from when it hit the United States. Okay? I'm sorry. Let me be exact. It's 7 weeks exactly from when the prophecy of the 27th, okay, when the coronavirus fled Wuhan from where it came, okay? So this was a 7-week plague that struck. Now, during the after effects of that are all the people that are still carrying around some of the germs. But as far as it being a plague that's lingering around, that's gone. So now it's just the carriers out there, okay, which will dwindle, all right? And so it's been 7 weeks then, okay? That technically on the 15th. And then so the Friday, so the first day of work, okay, would be Monday, the 18th, tomorrow. So now you're going to see who's a nanny state and who is a good state, or there's no one good now, but someone opening on God's timing, miraculously so, right? Okay, so let me pull open this so I can show you. Let's see here. Okay, check this out. This will give you a map of the entire United States, and you can see who's the nanny, okay, and who's opening at the right time. If it will ever load. That's Sunday for you. And I'm talking at the same time. Doesn't help. All right. Plus, it's a big image. You'd think that it would store it in memory, you know, because I've already seen it, but somehow it doesn't. Okay, so I'll tell you what I remember from this map. You've got Illinois, you've got Michigan, there we go. Michigan, Illinois, and New Jersey are the super nannies saying, we're not going to open yet. And then you have the reopening are all those in blue, the darker blue. So most of the country, you can see all the liberal nano heads are the ones that always have problems, don't they? All your libtards. Regional openings, but not a full-scale opening. That's why Musk was so upset that he was like the only automaker that couldn't go back to work. All right. Now we have, and then the reopening soon, you see Minnesota and Kentucky. I'm not sure how that's any different from regional reopening. And then the one shut down, as I explained to you. So look for yourselves and say, and you can say, hey, honey, how did we end up in this state? Right? When you look at this. Okay, so there you have it. Now, let me get rid of this. Okay. Now, do you realize that if you don't go in the rapture, this is how crucial these next 2 weeks. Oh, let me finish with the 2 weeks. So, why 2 weeks then? Well, 1 week, during this week now, what's going to happen? All the states are going to look at the other states. And the people are going to look at the other ones and say, you know, my friends or people I know in this state are already working, and I'm sitting back here, I'm really pissed off. So there is going to be some major tension this week, and there's going to be pull or blowback or whatever to reopen. You better reopen. I'm going to leave your state. I'm going to leave this nanny state if you don't reopen. So this week is going to be intense with that. And most should be open then the following week, because it'll always take a week of, right? Till signs and everything hit the capitals and we better do something before we get a pitchfork in us. It's looking more and more like a pitchfork in these goons every day, doesn't it? Okay? People always forget they have the power. Okay? Do you think if millions went on the street that the cops could do a damn thing with millions of people? No, they couldn't. If a million held hands, million of people stormed down the street, now 6 feet apart, right? What are they going to do? Where are they going to put them all? Okay? They don't have the capacity to get them. So, anyway, okay. Do you realize that if you don't get caught up in the rapture now, that not only will it be 7 of the most hellacious years you can't even imagine, but if you're fortunate to even scrape by and make it, then instead of shooting up and, okay, nope, no spiritual body for you. You stay human, bad human. Right? And then you got to die. You got to age in the millennial reign while all these other cats are running around in their spiritual bodies. Do you realize how important this is? So put away your porn and whatever other stuff that's keeping you. Okay? It's 2 more weeks. That's what it's looking like. 1 week. Remember, as I've been telling you for weeks now, for 7 weeks or whatever, that not that long, but you understand what I'm saying. I've been telling you that as soon as we get back to abnormal, can you believe I heard some newscaster say abnormal? What do you watch these videos and then go on these junky shows? Do you have the audacity to do that? So once we're back to abnormal, he says, I said, wait a second, I said that. Probably few, who knows? But once we get back to that, whoop, gone, wrong. No, you're not going back to normal, abnormal. Okay. So we've got a week of, hey, let's let the other guys catch up, the nannies. And then, okay, after this week, then all the nannies go back to work. So then they'll get their week. Oh, they just start to get used to it again. Oh my God. Okay, that seems like the most plausible scenario for rapture. All right, there was an LA fire in the middle of downtown. That to me, when I saw that, was a sign. LA, probably the most popular city in the United States. Our country and world about to not explode, but explode. You'd think they'd change it automatically, right? Alexa eyes, not Alexa, but whatever. Whatever. Whoever eyes. Yeah, Alexa eyes. World about to explode. 6.5 quake, Area 51. Here come the aliens. When I saw that sign of here come the aliens. All these pigs, animals being euthanized. We're having a meat shortage. What the hell are you doing? There's a food shortage and you're killing. This world has gone upside down. Put the care of those animals to use, or you will lose them, Mr. Farmer. You will lose your calling. God. All right. Close this. Again, these posts are under community. Okay, and you can see all the posts that I've made. I believe this is number 7. I had 3 others that I deleted because I thought we were being raptured, and I said, okay, I'm going to take these posts off. You'll just have the videos. But then he showed me, no, just continue with this. So that's the other thing, is we don't always have all the information. We might think something's one way till we see more of it coming. With prophecy, we have to understand all the pieces, and we get more pieces along the way. Okay, as I learn and learn about self-sustainability, it is so obvious that in this time of everyone ripping off each other, hello, ding dong, I'm here, $100 jumps out of your pants, right? Everyone, well, I can do this, and I can do that, and they don't do anything, they just talk. I want a guy, no, I want to do it myself. Go in there, click, done in a few minutes. Okay? Don't talk, just do it. How many people do you see today like this? Like the worst case scenario that I showed you. So we now must know how to use our hands to live off the land and to do everything ourselves. I've been building up to this even 2 years ago. Start learning. It's getting bad. Everyone, big houses, big cars. Don't want to work much. Quick money. What did you charge me? For what? It's unbelievable. I go to Alibaba and I'm looking at electric cars, and there's electric cars for as cheap as $2,000, even $1,000. They might go a little bit slower. Then you pay a little bit more. They start to go 60 miles an hour. It's unbelievable what you can buy with Jack Ma's Alibaba billionaire. And then you see who's our similarity, Bezos or Musk, and you look at Amazon and you can't buy jack in comparison. And the EV market, electric vehicles, is going through the roof, and people just, huh? And they're making so much stuff, and we don't hardly make anything here in the United States. And when you see all that and how fast they're progressing, and they're putting up hospitals in 6 days and buildings in no time and huge cities, do you think we're going to have a chance against them in war? When we're now the agenda on the media all over the place, oh, heartwarming stories and this, and it's all flubber. It's the dumbing down, the making a fat nanny state of the United States. Are you sick of it? I'm sick of it. This is why I will not invest. I don't want to spend any more of my energy and time on these people. Okay? What am I going to contribute to this world? They won't get it. Here, I'm offering you a 99-cent cup of the best coffee you could ever drink. Oh, it must be terrible. It's 99 cents. No, you're missing the point. It's God's price. No, I want a $13 cup. Well, I don't care how it tastes. I just want to pay $13. It makes me feel better. We have a loony society. You don't want to live in this society anymore. You better start millennial dreaming. That's what I've been doing. He's been showing me the tasks that I will work on there. It's unbelievable. They're unbelievable. Okay? Elon Musk ain't got a hair on what I'm going to be doing. Or Bezos. His eye that sticks out. So, understand this. I don't feel it's fair when you're doing everything right, you're taking care of yourself, you're eating right, but yet you live in an environment that's so toxic that will give you bone cancer anyway. Is that fair when you've been doing everything right? And you cannot wait to be in your spiritual body at your optimal, say 26. Okay? I never let my body decline. Okay? I wanted to always feel 26, and I always shot for that. Always felt good like that. I think it's so sad that something would have to decline. It doesn't make sense. Okay? And now we have a world where it's going to happen because it's so toxic. It's time to go. As I garden, it amazes me how people pay for dirt and plants when it's all free in nature. If people didn't hoard acres and acres of unused land, just sitting there doing nothing, not putting each and everything to God's intended use, we could all get what we need to plant free. Okay? I mean, it almost reminds me of the guy in China that's boxing up air and selling it. I mean, we've become just out of touch with reality. Okay? We now live in such a God-forsaken world that is no longer time to give of ourselves and our time, but rather to focus on what we will be doing in the millennial reign. Hence, it is rapture time. You'll see these power-hungry females that they long for the cover of a godly man, but then it's too much to stand when it comes, when it actually comes, who will go off and do all their own plans, and I'm going to go back to work, and bam, God, sit down and shut up and pay attention. You ain't going anywhere. Isn't it great? Okay? All these people that are still building. I'm going to build this. I'm going to build that. You ain't going to build jack. Okay? Because I just explained to you why. Okay. So, once again, focus on what we will be doing in the millennial reign. Hence, it is rapture time. People now know and see as they continue to seek. Many think they know a lot, but do not. Okay? Unless you've sought wisdom continuously. Hey, God, this. Hey, God, that. Hey, God, that. Hey, I read that. I got. What do you know? Okay? But it also amazes me at the same time how all these so-called experts, what the heck do they know? Who is that so-called Bible scholar? No. The people telling you how to plant this, plant that, and you can do it a lot faster or whatever. So always trust God's guidance, but also understand people. Understand who's out there now. All right. This is how the devil has caught so many. God can show you what you can handle if you press into him moment to moment. So all these people naming, claiming, oh, I can't believe. We are going to interrupt this program. You're going to love this. Oh, you are going to love this. You are going to love this. You are going to love this. Oh my goodness. You are going to love this. Get ready.
Then sang Moses and the children of Israel this song unto the Lord. COVID-19, 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 COVID-19. I blow the wind of God from the state of Washington to the state of Maine to Brownsville, Texas, and the tip of Florida. Today, we speak to this atmosphere. Today, burn this thing. This virus hates heat. You just burn this thing. Burn, burn. I call for a supernatural heat wave straight out of hell. Burn, burn. COVID-19, 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 COVID-19. I blow the wind of God. You don't do it. You don't do it. You don't do it. You get out of here now. Burn. You don't do it. You don't do it. You don't do it. You get out of here. Burn this thing. COVID-19, 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 COVID-19. I blow the wind of God. You are destroyed forever, and you'll never be back. What the fuck?
Now that is hilarious. If that, oh man, that is the funniest video I think I've seen since Shmomo or whatever his name was doing the barbecue rib one. The what was the name of that one? Oh my God, I shared that probably 2 years ago. It was hilarious. Dead giveaway. All right, let's go back. Oh man, oh my goodness. Okay, where were we? Okay, the time of porch pirates coming to an end with ring and surveillance. Now, you foolish thieves, do you realize you're aiding the police state? Gosh. And on top of it, they don't even know what's in it and they'll steal it. Oh, man. Congress went back to work on May 4th. Isn't it amazing? The people telling you not to work are working. And this doesn't even cross most minds. Oh, yeah, that's right. They are. Just imagine a police drone singles you out because you have a cold or sneezed. Can you imagine? Or megaphones you to stay 6 feet from someone. Or you get dragged from your home because you were contact traced. Do you realize that society has completely lost its mind, its cojones? Do you realize this? And that is why it is time to go. It is time for rapture. God forbid if you get left behind, you go find a piece of land where you don't see a soul. You can see them way in the distance. Perhaps. Maybe even better if you don't. And you hook it up all renewable. Okay? And you get away from the crazies. All right? And that's why it's time to go. It's time for rapture. See, the devil wants complete fear, doesn't he? But the truth is, and I cannot shout this out loud enough, it is sin that causes sickness. COVID-19 is a plague. Okay? You know, that was such a play on Christianity, almost a parable on the current state of Christianity, isn't it? There's my parable I share with you via music video, right? That's how bad it's become, the apostate church, okay? This is a plague. You have to understand it. So it is sin that causes sickness. They used to talk about it all the time in the biblical days, and now, But we're still in biblical days. The Bible never ends. Perfect love in Christ casts out all fear, doesn't it? Okay? Facebook content moderators claim PTSD. Serves them right, doesn't it? And receive $52 million. So you're going to build some awesome EVs and get people with the latest stuff and contribute to the economy. And then some little fatty's going to come around and go, I slipped on the side of your factory and you're going to pay me $52 million now. And the judge is going to go, you deserve it. You're entitled. Who the hell wants to build anything in a climate like this that we live in? Nevada primary vote by mail fraud. People today will find any way they can to cheat. Okay, that's a sign of, really, you're going to do the presidential vote by mail? Melinda Gates, who never has to work, right? Actors who never have to work, but they tell you, don't go to work yet, because I never have to work. My first experience with acting on the set of, on the OC, and I saw I was with the main actors, and I was doing what I had to do in the scene, and I saw them afterwards, and they'd take off their Uggs after 10 minutes of their little filming. They'd have their coffee, and life's so difficult. And I'd see that and I would be like, these jokers wouldn't last an hour in the real world. Okay? With their hands. So Melinda Gates, who never has to work, appears live on TV with an upside down satanic cross telling people to stay home. Have you seen the picture or the video of the Freddy hands? Bill Gates with Freddy's syringe hands. It's hilarious. All right. LA to shut off water and power to businesses that open early. Okay? You think people are going to stand for this? Space Force with their new logo flag are ready to colonize the moon. While one of their colonel dies. And then Rapture. Rapture is going to put a damper on a lot of these musky, Bisonic, Trumpistic plans. Make America great again. Do you know what time we're in? I know we're going to be Big Brother to the end. I understand that. Okay? But you better start millennial dreaming. Okay? 6.5 quake hits Nevada. Notice a New York barber and others who defied government orders have corona. Why? Because they opened early. You must now know God's timetable, or it can mean death. That's how crucial the times are. So now the correct day, the orderly day to open is Monday the 18th. If you don't got these three speaking to you now, you could die, couldn't you? Yes, you could. Who? Go look on Alibaba. When you see that China can make virtually any electric car model you can dream of for under $10,000, you will see that fat ICANN America doesn't stand a chance against them in every meaning of the word. Look at Amazon. They don't have jack. Other than we have the God who doesn't like dragons on our side. That's what we have going for us. Big brother to Israel. And you see that heating up. That thing's ready to pop. Ooh, that thing's ready to pop. That's what could cause that blowback. We'll see. But that could also be at the end, okay? But anyway, Gates smirks on CNN at prospect of economy crash, okay? Pope in Chrislam, World Day of Prayer, tells everyone to pray to their gods. Fudge Book has Muslim Brotherhood in Supreme Court. No conservatives, okay? Partners in Health, contact tracing, the new buzzword, police backed by Soros, Gates, and Chelsea Clinton. China is killing U.S. in innovation and EVs, and U.S. is keeping us clueless. Hey, did you see the little boy with the rabbit on? Al Roker and all these jokers. My mom turns this stuff off, and I'm like, you're so distracted from what's going on. Facebook deletes Michigan anti-lockdown group with 380,000 members. It's a good sign, isn't it? Free speech is gone. Christianity is next, isn't it? I told you the divide from Democrat to non-Christian. That's the divide. That's where it's going to go to. Oh my God, he coughed. Right? Okay. Pelosi looking for stardom with universal income. Then she can get some more facelifts. We have billions of people out of work globally. Queen of the House thinks rewarding them free money is going to spark their survival mechanism that says, hey, I need to make a serious change in my life. I ain't got 2 beans in my pocket. I better figure this calling out. I have to know my true calling. It's the only way I'll survive. No, this will cause more and more freeloading, eye-canters, and FEMA camp microchip zombie attendees, isn't it? That's what they're building. But we have to help them. And the homeless people you're giving, I want filet mignon. You gave me a piece of filet mignon it was a little raw, my stomach hurts, I'm going to sue you. And that's what they want. Talk Illuminut. Look, it's really simple, okay? They have a plan. Don't eat into their hands. See through the plan. They show you the upside down crosses, all the signs all over the place. They tell you that's part of their evil code. They give you hints. Take the hints and run. Who are the biblical scholars and the panel experts? None. What a sign. Goats invade San Jose, California neighborhood. A world full of goats. We're almost done, River. Almost done, buddy. Yeah, I know. We're going to go down in a little bit, okay? I'll let you out, and then we'll eat in a little bit. I know, buddy. Okay. Time to shut the Fauk up. Not you, River, but Fauci. DOD and HHS award $138 million contract to Apijet for COVID-19 vaccine with RFID microchip. Military could make it mandatory by October. And you see Trump telling, we got to disperse the military to give these vaccines. Can you imagine all these, like, what if they do stop points? Like, it's mandatory, stop, pull over. What the hell? Watch out for contract tracing, 6666 bill. No, it's 4 6s, it's not. Yeah. Okay. That's just, it's just coincidence. And then they're laughing behind closed. Story. What you are looking for is, okay? What you are looking for is in the millennial, okay? It's what I've been giving you stories about. It's going to be awesome. Sharing, innovating, no patents, no copyrights, no lawsuits. Sharing. Here, let's put our great minds together. Let's make this better, quicker, faster, more efficient. Yeah, look at this. No, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. Do you understand? So now you have seen the worldly system based on money is all wrong. It does not work. It brings out greed. You have now seen where it has led to. Less than 1% control everything. The false one world utopia that they are bringing will never work, as money will continue. Whether it's hard or digital, it doesn't matter. The millennial reign will have no money, and thus all will be passionately created and shared to keep improving life and fun. No patents, copyrights, lawsuits. Thus, things will increase for good at an innovative speed like never before. That's the world you want to live in. 5/15 is the last day of quarantine, exactly 7 weeks after the virus left Wuhan on 3/27. So the day the U.S. is to return to work is Monday, 5/18. And that's when my gym is opening, finally. I was hoping it would have been Tuesday of last week, but no. God had to show me. See, I needed this information that he showed me. Any area that is not allowed will be considered a nanny state. And again, you should look at why you live there. The whole world is afraid to take responsibility, blame, and of getting sued, and many suffer on account of your fear, like heart attacks, losing jobs, losing families, losing all kinds of stuff, marriages. Isn't it great that people actually see the false life that they've created? I love it. They see the false life because people are too busy being busy. Just living their little false American dream, okay? Not living for Christ. And then reality hits. Who did I marry? What are my kids acting like? Why are they spoiled brats? Isn't it great to see the reality check of the times we're in right now? The type of thing that has no kind of spine or backbone, that can break up. Do you know the things that are going to break up? And the Bible tells you about kids killing, kids will be killing parents, vice versa. When all hell breaks loose, it's just going to be crazy. Musk leaving California, or so he tweeted. Who knows the final verdict on that? Shark attacks continue in NorCal and Bells Beach, Australia. I've been telling you. Beast attacks. Stay away. Don't go out far at all if you're even led into the ocean. Obamagate. False Russian colluding buzzword. I love the ocean. It's my favorite place. And as I've told you, in the last times that I was there, I would only surf at high tide because he would tell me, no, don't go past this mark right here. Okay? Obamagate, false Russian colluding buzzword. Okay? Bring Obama to the stand. Who knows? They love him too much. Beast Francis praises nurses. Always look for who he's praising. Okay? Beast check. 4.5 quake hits Vatican and future temple area at the same time. Get ready for what's coming. Google Meet a few months. Google Meet. A few months too late. Should have zoomed faster. You as A to Z Holios, right? We're going to own the world? Yeah, not at that rate. See, this whole A to Z thing is going to be true fun in the millennial. Now you're just spinning your wheels in survival mode. Once again, you missed it. As it shows, you can contract and bribe the best worldly minds and still not have a clue. Okay? Let me see if that's... Yeah, okay. Can you imagine actors who don't need to work and know as much about work as a Catholic about Christianity are saying, we do not need to go back? Your grave is coming. The story of acting. Iran sinks its own battleship, a sign of what will come as they plot against Israel. Will Michigan militia come to blows with police by protecting the barber? No, police will back down, especially if the group is big enough. It'll get too much press. Isn't it unbelievable? Look, he touched my kid with a finger. The cop put his finger on my kid. All solar powered is the way to go, okay? All solar powered. That's the way. Musk's boring company is just that, boring. Who the hell wants to be stuck underground as the earth roars and constantly shifts in the last days? Okay? Some Hyperloop, no time for rocket and space travel because of all the disruptions. Tons of EVs and giga battery. The plague saying, yo, you're not going to build that. Down with that robot and that and the other. Okay? Starlink satellite internet will be all over making the world connected. That's great news for grid Xers, isn't it? Unless they track you. No, what you need to do is you need to use TOR. T-O-R. Okay? So you can't be contact traced. Bots coming now. Foolish people will receive universal income. Okay? The majority and be microchipped, while smart will seek God's calling. Okay? And all those people who take those jobs, hate their job, and screw around, you have been increasing the bots, the robots coming. Find your calling. Solar glass roofs are 34, and you know what? For menial tasks, it's a good thing. Okay? Solar glass roofs are approximately $34,000 and will become huge. TB Joshua hints at as the price goes down. TB Joshua hints at the rapture. And remember, you have the solar panels that are bendable now and all kinds. The thing is to get the price as cheap as possible, to be able to build them in, however, to incorporate them in the design, whatever, ultimately whatever is the most economical, okay? TB Joshua hints at the rapture and a new way of minimalism and back to the land and farming coming. Wow, we are really at a time where what I think is best for different industries, I would literally have to make myself as it doesn't exist. It's time to go. Wow, Amazon Video really got me thinking. Thank you, Lord. What are the things we really need robots or Alexa for? See, Bezos and Musk think they're really smart, but they're not, because they don't have the wisdom I have from Jesus Christ. First off, we must now see things from the millennial perspective, because the world is over. There are only 7 years left. They don't get it. So they think they're being all futuristic when they don't have the vision of the big picture that is about to happen. It is crazy that they will read these words or hear these words, yet their money-driven egos will still not allow them to see, fighting to see who will be the first trillionaire. The 13 Illuminati bloodlines surpassed that a long time ago. Newsflash. See, I don't need a robot assistant following me around and giving up my privacy. But as I said, robots that can do menial tasks, good. Okay? Whatever makes things more efficient. I need to figure things out but you also, that people haven't figured out. I don't need robots to organize 100 sets of wardrobe. You need one thing for every day of the week. You get what I'm saying? Okay. I need to figure things out See, I don't need a robot assistant following me around and giving up my privacy. I need to figure things out via help of a private internet browser and God so that I learn to do things and so that no one else knows what I'm doing. There absolutely should not be any eyes in smart appliances in the house recording every little thing I'm doing. Let's go through a daily routine. If you live in a good area, you probably won't find those porch rats, those thieves. They're on their way out anyway. Okay? All right. The spiritual body does not... Okay. For those... Anyway, I won't say anymore. There absolutely should not be any eyes in smart appliances in the house recording every little thing I'm doing. Let's go through a daily routine. A spiritual body does not need food. A fleshly body is going to eat and drink different things every day, which they will best make themselves, not a robot. Not needing supermarkets anymore, as anything packaged is already old and not as fresh. Grow your own stuff. That's how it'll be in the millennial. People will only be making what they need, sharing and not storing up things or trying to make profit. Spiritual bodies will not need clothing, and flesh bodies will make their own. Spiritual bodies will be given homes, and flesh bodies will make their own. Musk, in the techie race, wants to go, and those who are still building things and may miss out on their mansions, right? Musk, in the techie race, wants to go straight to the brain chip. You think it happens. Newsflash, silly humans continuously have conflicting thoughts. You will drive the bots crazy. Not going to happen. Technology in the millennial will be used where it is more efficient and good and to share with those in need. Here it will be a true utopia, not a false one world, where the good of everyone is addressed, where godly innovation is constantly making things more enjoyable and better, and where every individual practices what they preach. No trillionaire demons. Beat it. Gates teams with Tyson to make lab meats. As I've been telling you, lab plants, lab fish, lab GMO everything, vertical office buildings, growing everything. Okay? Things like soil and the land. We're going to do everything through just pumping nutrients. That's like feeding people on freaking a liquid diet all the time. Lab zombies with cancer. Gates teams with coma to tackle education system. Robots hit the streets to social distance. It turns my stomach to almost hear anyone at all in the media. And for that matter, anyone almost anywhere today. This keeps increasing. If I wanted to go get out of here a month ago, it's probably twice as strong or 1.5 times what it was. Okay? It keeps increasing because we need to go now. So they are so gone, these people, so far off the mark. Okay, you can see where in California, where the most entitled people are, and the libtard New York and those places. Okay, and then, the only place I'd be in is in the South now, and as close to the ocean as you can, obviously. Okay, not too close, you'll get hit by the plagues if you happen to be around. A healthy 12 miles or more away, 15 minutes away. So, and that's exactly where we're positioned, that I've positioned my mom now for this time. Okay? But you try to escape these people that are like, do you want to go eat some poke today? Because I'm kind of feeling like that. Okay? People that talk like that, this generation that has been raised that it's cool to act stupid, you try to escape it. And its tentacles have gotten, at least in the South, yes ma'am, no sir, okay, at least they still have that to some extent, but since all those New Yorkers and others have worked their way down, they are grafting bad roots in there, aren't they? Okay? That's where we're at. Okay. So, and spoiledness running rampant everywhere, as I've said. So now, most importantly, if you don't know Jesus, say, Jesus, I know you died for my sins. Give me your new heart and your new spirit. And from this day forward, I want more of you. Amen.